you doing?
Ruined. Smash! Oh, smash you!
Get out!
Let's just put this behind us. Far behind us.
The corpse remains silent.
I'm done. I can't wait to sleep.
The corpse seems willing to speak, but not to its killer. The corpse seems willing to speak, but not to its killer.
moving in.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Never a dull moment. Need to find a way forward. What's that? Let's see.
If you desire... Spare me a moment, if you please. We've been traveling together for a while now, and it's just about time that I shared something with you. It's a rather personal matter that I'd have preferred to keep quiet, but needs must when the devil drives. I have no choice but to speak. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly. Thank you for the offer, but the treatment for my condition is very specific. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside. No, it's nothing like that. Magic isn't a narcotic to me, it's quite literally a lifesaver. I would not burden anyone other than myself with this were the stakes not so high, and the means of obtaining such artifacts challenging for a humble wizard to face alone. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It is time, and by that I mean it's imperative that I find and consume strands of weave at the earliest possible juncture. We've already done the finding. In fact, you have one in your possession. You know for yourself how hard-won such an item was, and it will be no easier when even more are required to assuage my hunger. There'll be danger involved, or great cost. Splendid. Bit of boldness will serve us well. As luck would have it, you're already primed to give me exactly what I need. Thank you. That hit the spot. I can feel it work. The magic, it's like a lullaby that sings to sleep the demon inside. A metaphorical demon, I haste to point out, but no less dangerous. And no less bound to wake up again to continue its ravages. Such is the nature of all monsters. Grateful as I am, the course of our camaraderie is much better served by not taking that particular detour. Not just yet. Sincerely, though. I understand I ask a lot from you with few answers in return. But in time, all will be told. My lady, I bow to your boundless kindness.
What's inside?
Just another crate. Smoke. Something's burning.
He of the unsleeping eyes, grant me the might to carry this burden. Grant me the faith to face darkness without fear. Only a coward would speak ill of the fallen. Would that the arrow had pierced your heart instead. A massacre. Drow and goblins slaughtered the lot. Please, just leave me be. Right guard helm.
The corpse does not respond.
So is it done.
I hear shouting. Someone needs help. We'll never put this fire out. You're better off helping anyone trapped inside.
Craft armor. No magic left though. Sun's too bright.
Grand Duke Ravengard could be inside. Don't just stand there. Push! Inside! Hurry! We don't have much time. We hear you! Stay where you are! We don't have much time! Fight out!
Not a good time.
The heat coming off that door. Opening it could spell...
Last much longer. My faith protects me. Let's try this way. Can't afford to stay idle. Wits and blades, always sharp. A long way to go still.
Have a lot on my mind and, well, in it.
You're in my way.
Stop wasting time. Oh, not now.
Not now. In here. Not now.
Time to press ahead.
Fresh air. At last. Your boldness is a blessing. I'm in your debt.
Counselor, are you all right?
It takes more than mere fire to break me, Yuva. Now listen close, Fist. Duty calls. Drow have taken Grand Duke Alder Ravengard westward, if my eyes and ears can be believed. Gauntlet, report to the man and send for reinforcements. We must find the Duke.
On your command, Counselor.
The rest of you, count the dead. Take word of their sacrifice to this city. And you, I must ask again for your aid. Please, rescue Ravengard from his drow captors. The Council will reward you for your effort. May I trust you'll see it through? Thank you. And should your courage falter, remember the Duke's generosity. Go. You should pick up the Drow trail with ease. I will seek reinforcements and join you when I can. Fist, to work.
give it a shot.
You don't sleep well, flitting between dreams and nightmares. Maybe you wake up because you know something is wrong. Or maybe you just get lucky.
Shit. No, it's not what it looks like. I swear. I wasn't going to hurt you. I just needed, well, blood.
There, in the dim firelight, you see him for what he really is. A vampire, a slave to sanguine hunger.
It's not what you think. I'm not some monster. I feed on animals. Boars, deer, kobolds, whatever I can get. I'm just too slow right now. Too weak. If I just had a little blood, I could think clearer, fight better. Please.
A strange sensation courses through you, and your companion's mind unfolds, secrets half revealed.
What's this? What's happening?
Something stirs deep within you, hungry and alert. It's taking something you'll never get back. His mind opens up, revealing cracked and quivering memories. At their heart, you see dark eyes commanding you to feed. You open your mouth and bite down, not into a tender neck, but into the twisting body of a rat. The only thing your master lets you eat.
At best, I was sure you'd say no. More likely, you'd ram a stake through my ribs. No. I needed you to trust me. And you can trust me. Because we don't have a choice. Not if we're going to save ourselves from these worms. I need you alive. You need me strong. Please, only be a taste, I swear. I'll be well, you'll be fine. And everything can go back to normal. Really? Of course. Not one drop more. Let's make ourselves comfortable, shall we?
It's like a shard of ice into your neck, a quick, sharp pain that fades to throbbing numbness. Your breath catches, your pulse quickens.
Oh, of course. That was amazing. My mind is finally clear. I feel strong. I feel happy. Shouldn't take long. So many people need killing. Now, if you'll excuse me, you're invigorating, but I need something more filling. This is a gift, you know. I won't forget it.
You watch as he stalks towards the forest, stronger, more confident, ready to hunt.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Good morning. How do you feel? It'll pass. Just be glad I'm not a true vampire. A bite from them and you might wake up as a vampire spawn, like my good self. All of a vampire's hunger, but few of their powers. Oh no, I should be cinders in this light. I hadn't seen the sun for 200 years before we crashed here. Someone, or something, wants me alive. They've changed the rules. Standing in the sun, wading through a river, wandering into homes without an invitation. They're all perfectly mundane activities now. As for my other quirks, well, we can figure those out in time. You're such a sweetheart. I'm just glad you're being sensible about these revelations. I was worried people might turn up with torches and pitchforks. Although there's still time.
A vampire? Well, that explains the pallor. Given our group's nature, I don't see much harm. We're each monsters in the making, after all.
Quite the opposite. I'm here in the spirit of openness and honesty, to work together as a team.
Maybe we could get him to wear a bell. Dissuade any nighttime prowling.
There now. We're all friends again. Shall we go? There's a long day ahead of us.
Will's brows furrow as your minds connect. He sees the burning embers of Joaquin's rest, then Floric's face as she tells you of Ravengard's abduction.
Hells! Older Ravengard's been taken. I know him better than most. He's my father. I know I haven't said. Our relation was no matter of pride, not least for him. You heard right. My father and I were close once upon a time, until he disowned me and cast me out of Baldur's Gate. Such a rift isn't so easily mended. But it's not so wide that I'd let my own father suffer at his captor's hands. I've been asking myself the same question. What makes a Duke of Baldur's Gate so interesting to the Drow? Even the houses of Men's Oberanzen would have little use for my father. No, this is no Drow plot. These absolute nutters, these true souls are behind his abduction. His absence alone will sow chaos in the city. If they were to infect him, he could lead Baldur's Gate to ruin. All the more reason to find him. The Absolute has seized not just my father, but the future of the Sword Coast. I'm all for it. Karlach's fires raged in Baldur's Gate before she escaped to Avernus, as my source told it, and she was planning to return. One of the archdevil Zariel's own, chaos incarnate, a devil with pure fire for a heart. I made my way to Avernus to stop her. She fled from my reach, even climbed aboard the Mind Flayer ship as it screeched through the hells. I followed in close pursuit. I can't bear to imagine the lives Karlach might be taking, the damage she might be doing. A powerful friend with a keen interest in privacy. I'm sworn to say no more. All right. What else is on your mind? Not so enchanting as you'd think. The Portiers, the Caldwells, they were the blue bloods hosting the fancy balls and drinking from gold goblets. Father's the son of a blacksmith, born with barely a coin in the coffers. He made a name for himself among the Flaming Fist, brave as Baldur and stubborn as a deep Rothay, daring, outspoken, but hardly posh. I spent more time dueling with Father than I did rubbing elbows with lords. Not to say I didn't develop a taste for good wine and the talent for courtly dance. Hear, hear. Though, truth be told, I'd sooner down a week-old hooch at a ramshackle inn. Better company, and a better buzz. My father once said, one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call. So it was for me. After my exile, I was hunting near the Cloakwood. I heard a child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse bled into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after. I left him with his uncles. 5 years on, and he's flourishing. If only every child was so lucky. I mourn the ones I could never save, whose cries I never heard. In the boy's tears, I finally saw the suffering wrought by the villains of the wild. The frontiers demanded a blade, and so I heeded. It was an even bloodier day, and a stronger foe. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea. A reminder that sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days. By all means. Make some room, and I'm all yours. Gale slurped that thing up like a horse with a carrot. I hope he got what he needed from it. That's the spirit.
Gale is positively voracious. Well,
Let him suck up all the magic he needs, as long as he doesn't snack on a Githyanki's silver sword. Entirely. I was as devoted to my studies as I was to my training. Each creche contains a Zaithisk purification device. So I learned from the writings in the Kalir Library. The library was a gift from Vlaakith herself, that we may gain total understanding. Countless scholars roam the astral sea and beyond, observing the ways of our lessers, exploring planes so distant, order turns to chaos, and cold fires rage. The planes are ever quaking, and their peoples ever shifting. The Githyanki possess an eternity of knowledge. Yet we still collect more. Infinities upon infinities.
So, Gale just consumes magical items like I do wine. We truly are a group apart. Nevertheless, as quirks go, that's a new one for me.
A hero at heart. Let's get going. a step forward.
Have you wondered what people will say, Will, when they find out the monster hunter is becoming a monster?
I've faced countless perils and conquered them all. This will be no different.
I've always had a soft spot for the confident ones. They always disappoint there.
The pride of the gate.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Looking ahead. What's up for discussion?
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need. Sylvanus be with you.
Looking ahead. Never wanted the easy path.
Something the matter?
We've known enough grief this 10-day traveler. Don't be the cause of more.
I have something to ask.
Damn goblins! Oh, I was just gonna let it fall off, stick it in my satchel. Ain't letting anyone here near me. They all sat and watched while Zevlor near got us killed. Oh, very gracious of you. We expected a soft job. Something to test the new lad, maybe, but not a bloody goblin nest. Most would have turned tail at the sight, but not Liam, no. He charged him, the stupid bastard. Nah. He must have thought we were following. Always the optimist was Liam. Hope they cut him down quick before he saw we were gone.
We'll get to the city soon.
I am not grumpy. The scowl on your face would frighten a troll. You're an idiot.
I'll talk to the guards at Baldur's Gate.
Good to be back behind the walls, have to say. For as long as that lasts.
If it ain't the fearless Goblin Slayer, you sure you want to be seen with me? I ain't exactly popular with this lot. Half my crew are full of holes. Now I'm gonna take the blame for leading the goblins here, and losing track of the bloody druid. Alcin. He's a leader around these parts. Or was. We've got a contract to track down some relic, and he wanted in on the job. Eyes lit up when he heard about it. Didn't work out, though. Goblins got him when we were turning tail. He's either digging latrines or boiling in a cookpot by now. Job's all yours, if you got a death wish. There's a wizard in Baldur's Gate that'll pay gobloads for a relic, supposedly buried round these parts. But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it. If I knew that, I wouldn't be back here, with half my crew gone. But look, if you're itching to meet Kellenvor, I won't stop you. It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us. I'd give you the map and wish you a happy funeral, but my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own Todger. Goblins made sure to the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. It'll show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying. Don't thank me. I'll be well on my way to Baldur's Gate when you die.
We're packing up, and I'd advise you to do the same. Seems our kind ain't welcome here.
Give it back, kid.
I already told you I don't have it! How stupid are you?
And we'll have a dog, right?
They don't allow them in Baldur's Gate. Cats, though?
A little orange cat. And a house with a little door so that it can come and go as it pleases.
And a high fence to keep eavesdroppers out. Thanks. I suppose we'll all need it.
What about you? Big plans for when you get to the city? I think I've heard of that place. Something about a stuffed dragon's head in one of the dining rooms. It's settled, Danis. You, me, and the Elf Song Tavern first thing when we arrive. If we see you there, we'll get you a pint. For your finder's fee. It must be time by now.
How long until Ronan shows off his thunder wave?
Depends.
How many people are dumb enough to ask?
We should have left by now. Damnation! Instead, we're just sitting here, practically begging to be attacked. Staying is a mistake. And what about us? There's every chance we've doomed ourselves by helping these people. We will end up fodder for some goblin's blade, all because Leah insists on helping every wounded foe we see. Our best chance to make it to Baldur's Gate is on our own. This place is lost. Please, I can handle myself. It's others that are the issue. You are looking at Lae'zel's newest apprentice. Yes, that Lae'zel. The greatest wizard in Baldur's Gate. His name is known far and wide, I see. Few can match him in terms of raw power and talent. Until now, that is. In years to come, you will boast of this meeting, I can assure you. May we meet again in Baldur's Gate, my friend.
Lee and Roland would never admit it, but they take an arrow for the other. Also stab each other. Not sure what'll come first. Thanks for cutting in. There might have been more than words if you hadn't.
Those goblins will rue the day they chose to tangle with this grove. You and I will do some good here. I can feel it.
You! Saw you fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can.
Look, it ain't much, but it might make all the difference. The only way we'll make it to Baldur's Gate is to run, and run hard. If a gnoll catches your scent, you'll need every bit of strength. Trust me.
Reeking of this place. I'll never get the smell out of my clothes.
Ah, if it isn't the talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh! There isn't a bit of colour in those cheeks, Petal. Are you hurt? Cold? Feverish? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore. Aha! You take a sup at that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie.
As you down the potion, a comforting warmth spreads through you.
I swear you're still as peaky looking. Oh, stop! Even on a good day, half the camp acts like a bunch of screaming brats. I'm tempted to smack them all on the backside and tell them to kiss and make up. Not that they'd listen to little old me. Anyway, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale. Hey, bother.
Touch me and I'll bite your fingers off. I will.
Take care now, sweetie.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
Depends. How many people are dumb enough to ask?
True. Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel. Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before Elturel fell into Avernus. These days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days.
Hells take me. What I wouldn't do for best tools. How long do you think we've got before the goblins come?
Goblins, druids. This grove is a death trap. Grab what you can and get out. That's my advice.
Oh, you! You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way!
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with. Looks like the Absolute sent me a protector. You're gonna kill him too?
You! Move! You're right. I wish you weren't. I really do. Damn you. Damn it! Why do you care if a goblin lives or dies?
You'd better be right.
It's all right, Arca. Let's go.
I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids. Ain't sure why you're protecting me. Don't care, neither. It's too late to make friends, warg meat. My tribe's coming. They're gonna burn this pretty place for the glory of the Absolute and hang you by your guts. Goddess. We're burning her name across the face of the world, we are. The Absolute is gold from the sky, she is. The blessing in the storm and the storm itself. My tribe can tell you everything there is to know. Absolute bless one of our own. Priestess Gut. Got a whole lab set up. Cooks up potions that fix our lads, no matter how much of a beating they take. Could probably stick your head back on if someone was to chop it off. Mighty booyog.
I'd sooner swig a flask of acid than anything a goblin cooks up.
Get me out of here, and I'll tell you where to find her. Deal? Even if you did find my tribe, they'd set the wargs on ya. You need me. Get me out of here, and I'll tell them what a good friend you are. Suit yourself. Looking forward to seeing what your innards look like. Let me out, you bunch of softies! Running out of time, warg meat. My family will be here soon. Let me out! You're gonna be sorry! Every last one of you! Oh, you teeth are all boring. Even your cages are boring.
I told you. Not now.
True.
Having fun with your new goblin friend? Bet you aren't.
Step, parry, strike, damn it! It's just not landing. Well, I'm in no position to turn down help. I need to be ready for a fight, but I'm useless with a sword. Out of my head!
What's up for discussion?
Good morning. How do you feel? It'll a bite from them and you might wake up as a vampire spawn. So, as for my other quirks, well, we can...
So we're word of...
I'd just better not wake in the night to find fangs at my throat.
You say...
There now. We're all friends again. Shall we go?
What path lies before me?
Will's brows furrow as your minds connect.
Hells. Old Ravengard's been taken. I know I haven't said. Our relation was no matter of pride. Just my father. Such a rift isn't so easily mended. But it's not so. I've been... What may... No. He could leave. All the more reason to find him. I'm all for it. Not father. He made it. Not to say I didn't develop a taste for good wine and the talent for courtly dance. Here, better company and a better buzz. Karlak, one of the chief. I can't bear to imagine the lives. A powerful friend with a key aura. What else is on your mind? So it was after I found. I don't remember much of the battle. Proud, angry at myself. The frontiers demanded a blade, and so I heeded. And having a worm rigged with you as my ally, the future looked a most vicious. It's made from. But that story is reserved for life. By all means.
Go ahead. I'm listening. Think of it as... tribute. The kind a king might pay to a more powerful neighbor to avoid invasion. As long as I pay, there will be peace. But should I ever stop, along comes a war. I can assure you, the battlefield would extend well beyond the borders of my body alone. Your enterprising approach to my problem is most encouraging. But it is a delicate process to keep my condition stable. I do not yet need to consume an item, but keep it close by. It will not be too much longer. We all have our burdens, one way or the other. I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it. I'll be here in the meantime, idling away the hours.
Gale is positively voracious. Entirely. The library was a gift from Vlaakith herself, that we may gain count the... Yet we still collect more. I expect I am your first. Of course you haven't. They would have cut you. You are no less alien. That large, fleshy nose of yours looks like a mistake. Yes. Best to keep quiet, lest any drivel... No matter. I do not intend to stay long in this place.
So, nevertheless, as quirks go, fine. What's on your mind? I must have... Besides, you saved my life aboard the Nautiloid. How can I do anything but... Must we? No harm in a little mystery, don't you think? Thank you. I'm sure we'll get along perfectly well.
Gale slurped that thing up like a horse with a carrot. That's...
No traps, please.
wonder what the next move is.
All's well that ends... not as bad as it could have. Defender of the people.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
Is that blood? No, never mind. With haste.
Have you wondered what people will say, Will, when they find out the monster hunter is becoming a monster?
I've faced countless perils and conquered them all. This will be no different.
I've always had a soft spot for the confident ones. They always disappoint, though.
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need. Sylvanus be with you.
And again. Swing and swing and... Oh!
Look at them beaming. You did that.
Step, parry, strike, damn it! It's just... Well, we need to be ready for a fight. But I'm useless with... like this, you mean? You really know what you're doing. Found this by the road. Bet you'll put it to good use. Hopefully, it's just the goblins we have to worry. But I'll keep at it. Thank you. Oh, yes. I'll bite my tongue when the time comes.
How long until Roland?
You
But
that's
she didn't.
shoot before you lose your nerve, Tieflin.
You move! Damn. Why do you care if a goblin lives or dies?
You'd better be right.
It's all right, Arca. Let's go.
Oh, you ain't sure. They're gonna burn this pretty place for the glory. They'll pill. I ain't scared of some. Got a hot. Could probably.
A goblin healer. We really are desperate, aren't we?
Get me out of here, and I'll tell you where to find her. Suit you. I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids. And your birdies. And your...
Goblins, druids. Grab.
How long do you think we've got?
Lee and Roland, thanks for cutting.
Instead, we're just sitting here, and we will. Our best chance to make it to Baldur's Gate is on our own. This place is lost. You are looking. Yes, that Laroican is few in years.
Those you and I.
Yeah, fancy best to fill your belly now while we.
Why, hello. There. Auntie Ethel will sort you out. You take a sup at that.
As you...
I swear you're still as peaky looking. Oh, I once had the what?
Tell her. But if she pulls out a pot of oil, run.
What is it, Petal? What's wrong?
As you recount your adventure, Auntie Ethel nods along. Her
You... I've ne'er a potion or lotion here that could do it, but... I've collected some interesting bits and bobs over the years. You'll have to stop by my house, just at the edge of the forest. Let me mark it on your map. I'll be heading back soon, so... Now, do you need anything? I have a few... Hey, bother. Be careful on the road.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
Depends. How many people are dumb enough to ask?
Damn! Like the sight of blood, do you? Might be more blood spilled yet, if Zevlor starts in on the lectures again. Well, we expected a soft... Most would have turned tail at the sight. But not Liam, no. He charged them, the stupid bastard. Nah. Hope they cut... Small mercies.
If it ain't the... You sure you want to be seen with me? I ain't a... Now I'm gonna take the blame for leading the goblins here. And lose... We've got... Didn't work out, though. Goblins got him when we were turning to... But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it. It's got... All I've got's the contract. Can't wait to get back to the gate.
Get back, kid.
I already told you I don't have it.
You're the one who helped at the gate. Glad to have another sword. We might need it.
I heard what happened. Thank you for protecting the child. If the druids are this far gone, then it's not just goblins we have to fear.
So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it? You saw what they were willing to do to a child just for trying. It's Korga's influence. Without her twisting things, I believe the druids might see sense. A low thought, but I'd be lying if I said I hadn't considered it. But the druids would slaughter us. We'd have to get close to Korga, within striking distance. I can't manage that. But they've already let you pass once. You're taking a risk for us. We'll see. I'm still hoping Korga can be swayed. Leaders need to... Scouts yet?
No, sir. But if there's a clear path past those goblins, they'll find it.
Yes. Of course.
touch me and I'll bite your fingers off. I will!
We've known enough grief this... Don't...
What I did.
Those druids are going to get us killed.
He nods, then reaches for a concealed hatch.
Hello again. Mole's in charge here, not me.
I still have no idea how you took my ring. Mom won't say it, but she's impressed.
Not now. We're working. Remember?
Come on!
Just once.
Yeah, just once.
You don't look so tough. Mole fought off a hobgoblin all by herself. I get to run the...
Well, look who's come to visit. My kids say you've been busy since you got here. Mercon says you got him out of a tight spot with some harpies. Gotta say, I'm impressed. You saved Arabella from the druids. Don't know what those bastards would have done. I appreciate you teaching Mattis a lesson, too. Kid should be more careful with his rings. And we're happy to be helped. Now, what can I do for you? I do, as a matter of fact. Revenge. You saw what those bastards that run the place were doing to Arabella, scaring the precious mite. I want to steal that big, shiny idol they're all chanting at. Be careful. They look as brittle as old bark, but they're vicious. Anything else? We're saving up for a better hideout when we get to Baldur's Gate. Why? You planning on telling me stealing is wrong? Won't turn down free money. I've got operating costs you wouldn't believe. Come see me in the city sometime, huh? I'll repay this and then some. See you around, maybe. Never see us coming.
Those dirt kissers would let us die for the sake of their bloody grove.
I saw you training those children. You were so gentle. That's not how I was taught.
Cruel words strengthen neither heads nor hearts, Shadowheart.
I wouldn't quite say that. I learned a lesson, after all.
And came to resent your tutor, I bet. I taught them to fight, not to hate.
Press the wound. Not like that. You're a true soul. You can't die. Please, stay with us.
I don't think he's conscious. Can you hear us, Ed?
You, not a step closer.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
He's hurt badly. An owlbear got him deep. If there's anything you can do...
I'm watching you.
The injured man locks eyes with you. A familiar squirming churns in your head. Your minds intertwine. You see his siblings, Andric and Brenna, new recruits. Yours to shepherd.
Protect them. He is a true soul.
Mind him!
He will... He...
Edwin! Ed! Please!
He's with the Absolute now. You're a true soul. Edwin, our brother, he was chosen. Like you. Do you have orders for us? We were reporting to Edwin. We know that all too well, sir, but the Absolute sent us here.
We're looking for fugitives. Survivors from that ship that crashed farther west of here. You! Brenna! Kill him!
I saw you training those children.
Cruel words strengthen neither heads nor hearts, Shadowheart.
I wouldn't quite say that. I learned a lesson, after all.
And came to resent your tutor, I bet. I taught them to fight, not to hate.
You're a... You!
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
He's hurt.
I'm watching.
The injured man locks eyes with you. Your minds...
He's... You're... Do you have orders for us? We were reporting to Ed.
What? And just... leave Ed? I suppose...
May the Absolute guide us.
They spoke of the Absolute. Same as that goblin's Sazza.
strange power resonates within the corpse. It calls to you. Your limbs move of their own accord. There's something of value here, something your mind craves. Why let its host's memories go to waste? The tadpole has absorbed it all. Its experience could nourish you, strengthen you. No use. Compulsion takes over. Your actions are no longer your own.
Things abandon their hosts as soon as they need to. Vile parasites.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Looking for a weapon. The absolute. Do not fight her. Power. Such power. Crashed from the sky, taken by infidels. Adored a true soul, a chosen. The absolute, the almighty goddess.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Something the matter? Fine. What's on your mind?
Wonder if the gods are watching me. Don't mind if I do.
Owlbear tracks. Its nest must be nearby.
The dog lowers his hackles, his head tilted inquisitively. Convinced that you're harmless, he turns his attention back to the corpse. Around his neck is a collar etched with a name, Scratch. With a deep, heartbroken whine, the dog bows his head. The dog looks at his owner with sad eyes. He does not move. The dog sniffs your hand, his tail swung low in understanding. He knows how to find you.